Welcome to the Queen's Tarot. This reading is for my Virgos out there to see what's going on in the year 2020 for you guys. So also just to let you guys know, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you can learn about free readings that I'm doing as well as other offers. I will be doing a free pick a card reading that'll be on my Twitter for you guys to check out. So let's get to it and see what's going on for Virgo for the year 2020. All right, so the first card I got for you guys is the Moon reversed. We also have the Star reversed and the Eight of Wands upright. So I feel like for a lot of you, you've been through a lot of very stressful situations towards the end of the year. A lot of you guys may have been surrounded by people who didn't have your best interest at heart, and you don't feel like you're in the right place in your life. Some of you didn't even feel like celebrating this new year because you just felt like you're not where you're supposed to be. Like you just feel like you're not, that there's more out there for you, and you're kind of just sitting there like, I know there's supposed to be more for me. I know I'm supposed to be doing more with my life. I know I'm supposed to be at a better place now than where I currently am. And so you weren't in a very celebratory mood, but there's hope for you, Virgo. With this Eight of Wands upright, the universe is letting you know that whatever it is that you want, you can go and get it. Whatever it is that is leaving you feeling emotionally unsatisfied, unhappy, whatever it is that you need to feel fulfilled for yourself, you have the ability to go and get that. And now is the time, starting January, to really go forward and to get those things that you want, whether that's a license or certification, or whatever career you're into, whatever job you're working, whether that's just reinventing your life. I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you just need to do a little bit of like Stella got her groove back type. You need that type of energy coming into your life. Like you need to just get your groove back. You need to just replenish your life, reinvent yourself in certain ways that are going to make you feel more empowered. So I'm going to draw a couple more cards over this Moon card to just see what the situation is for you guys, and clarify that a little bit. So yeah, the Queen of Wands reverse came out, meaning that you don't really have what you really want in life. A lot of you are in really mediocre situations. You're in a situation where you're just getting by. You're not really getting those things. You don't have those things that you really want in life, and you're probably like barely paying the bills, just getting by in a lot of difficult situations. For some of you, this may not have to do with a job. This might have to do with a relationship or more of an emotional want than a financial want. And for those of you it signifies that for you, you just feel like you're not that fulfilled in your connections or emotionally with yourself. It might be about being more fulfilled as a person than being fulfilled financially. So I'm just gonna draw another card. And again, to clarify the Moon card, the Wheel of Fortune came out, and these are two major arcana cards, actually three that you have in your spread. And this is the universe really pushing you not to settle. A lot of you Virgos in the past, you settled. You settled in your relationships, you settled at your job, and you're not feeling satisfied because of that. The universe wants you to know that there's more out there for you. And this dissatisfaction is just a feeling that the universe has actually given you, allowed you to feel, to push you so that you can actually go for what it is you truly deserve in life and not just settle. Especially as a Virgo, a lot of you guys can tend to get into situations where you're constantly helping out other people, where you're constantly settling, going, like Virgos, you're really capable of a lot in life. You're capable of going above and beyond what's asked of you, but a lot of times you'll settle for something that you know is less than what you truly deserve in order for you to help someone else. So even though you have high standards for yourself, a lot of times you tend to like forego those standards of what you deserve so that you can help somebody else in life that may not even be living up to their standards. So I don't know if that's your situation, but in general for Virgos, you guys really just need to think about what you really want in life, what you deserve, and go for that. And whatever area of life it signifies for you. So we have the Fool card, which lets me know that a lot of you are afraid to take risks. It's a Fool card in reverse. Maybe you're afraid to make mistakes. That could be the case for a lot of you Virgos. And this is the universe just urging you to go out there, to make mistakes, to not always get it right, because that's the only way that you learn, right? You have to go out and make mistakes. You have to go out and find, and it's not just about making mistakes with this Fool card in reverse. It's also about taking risks that may not always go the way that you want. Maybe you want to take a class and you may not get all A's in that class or whatever, but at the end you're going to learn the skill that you need to learn to move forward in your life. Maybe some of you need to go out there and date. Maybe a lot of you might need to leave an unsatisfactory relationship this year and go out and date someone that is more your speed, or just go out there and see what's available for you. And this Queen of Chalices, clarifying the Fool, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune here, is just saying that you need to branch out so that you can do what satisfies you, so that you can like be emotionally satisfied in life. So that's that as far as for the Queen of Chalices. And again, you have a lot of wands in this spread. You have a lot of major arcana and wands in this spread, which is letting me know that for this year, for you Virgo in 2020, it's going to really be about you not only entering a new cycle, a new stage in your life, that has to do with going for what you deserve, and for really being aware of your worth and going for those things that meet your standards. It's not only going to be about that, but it's also with these wand cards representing desire, representing assertiveness, and going after what you want in life, really going for your passion. It's letting me know that the universe wants you to take that leap and to really focus on manifesting the things that you truly want. This is not the year to settle. This isn't the year to sacrifice for everyone else and to put your desires on hold. This is really your chance to say, you know, what do I want, and to put that out into the universe and to manifest it. So that's going on this year for you guys. And again, the Knight of Chalices is coming up. You guys have a lot of chalices, major arcana, and wands. And this is letting me know that there are a lot of ways in the past, especially for you guys with this Knight of Chalices, that you have gone without emotional fulfillment. Maybe some of you are still learning what emotionally fulfills you, and this is the time this is the year to really explore that. You know, go to places that make you feel excited. You know, a lot of you guys may have had maybe a past where your family was really strict, where you were limited in some way, that you couldn't do a lot of things that fulfilled you, that really just made you happy as a person. And the Knight of Chalices is here showing you that it's time to go after those things that make you happy, that light up your world, that make you feel fulfilled, that make you feel satisfied emotionally, that make you feel excited to get up in the morning. So the Knight of Chalices just really wants you with this energy of the 7 and the 8 of Swords, this energy of victory, of assertiveness, of going after what you want, this go-getter energy, to go after those things that make you happy. This is the year for a lot of you Virgos to be a little selfish. I know that's like a forbidden word for a lot of you Virgos, but it is time for you to be selfish. It's time for you to be emotionally selfish. It's time for you to look and say, what serves me best, and then make all of your decisions based on that. Because Virgo, if you don't look out for yourself, who's going to look out for you? So this is the 8 of Cups, 8 of Chalices, 8 of Cups, same thing. Just clarifying the rest of the spread. And for this year, it's really going to be about you guys walking away from a lot of situations, even jobs, people, relationships for some of you that just don't serve you, that aren't making you feel fulfilled, and that are also depleting you. For a lot of you Virgos, I'm seeing with these cups that you have a lot of people around you that are aware that they're no good for you. You have a lot of people around you that are aware that they're depleting you, and they don't care. They're selfish, and so they're draining from you, and they're leaving you with nothing. And because you're not looking out for yourself, these people are going, okay, well, this person isn't looking out for themselves, so I don't have to look out for them. That's their job. and they're leaving you with nothing, knowing that you're sacrificing everything for them. They're basically leaving you high and dry and taking your water here, your emotional energy, and they're kind of leaving you with very little to give to yourself and very little to grow. So it's definitely time to walk away from these people. I'm just gonna draw a couple cards to see what's keeping you guys in this relationship or in these connections that don't serve you here. So sometimes when you know what's keeping you in these relationships, you have a better idea of how you can leave in these connections. This may not be a relationship with a person. This might be a job. This might be a charity or something you volunteered and worked for. It could be a group, a social group. It could be a school. It could be a lot of things. So let's see what's going on for you guys here. So yet another major arcana card, the Devil in reverse. This lets me know that you are actively trying to distance yourself from these situations. But in the past, with the Two of Wands in reverse, you just made some poor choices. Maybe in the heat of the moment, not so well thought out choices here that you made. With this Two of Wands, you chose the thing that served you the least instead of the thing that was going to serve you best in your life. And for a lot of you, this was just out of an unconscious acting out of childhood patterns. You were just unconsciously already acting out toxic patterns that you had in your life already, that you were already negative patterns that you hadn't broken yet, that you weren't aware of. And you were just acting that out unconsciously because you weren't really thinking about what the best choice was for you, what you really wanted to do, what was best for you, Virgo. So these are toxic relationships where a lot of these people are used to just feeding off of other people. They're used to being able to stand on someone else's shoulders, have someone else do all the work for them. They're basically like being lazy in life. They're energetically lazy, and they're not doing for themselves. They don't want to have to do the hard work for themselves. So they get a hard worker like you, Virgo, to stick up for them, to do the things they don't feel like doing. So they can energetically be that child that they often act like. For a lot of you, you deal with very childish people that are adults but act like children in certain ways. And we can see this like reflection, this like repeated image here in this spread of this person on their knees. And it's like these people are using you to emotionally stand on. They don't want to have to go through the hard work of supporting themselves, of figuring out how they can best nurture themselves. They don't want to have to make mistakes. And so they're using you, Virgo, because you're so efficient, because you're so intelligent, because you're so resourceful. They're using your energy to do that for them. So that they don't have to, so they don't ever have to go through the rough lessons in life that we all have to go through. So this is part of the reason why these people keep clinging on to you, Virgo. I feel like for a lot of you, these people, you're trying to distance yourself, and these people keep trying to come back. They keep like calling you, you haven't really cut them off, you haven't changed your number, but they keep calling you, they keep contacting you, and you respond and you try to make it like minimal, but these people just, they want to hang on to you. And you don't want to reject anyone, and that's kind of your feeling. You don't want people to feel rejected, but sometimes you do have to reject what's not best for you. So we also have the Six of Chalices here. And this is just part of your pattern in life also, Virgo, that you don't like to leave anybody hanging. You like to give to those who need it. And you really felt natural compassion for these people. And you felt like you did have what they needed. And because you knew that you had it, and they knew that you had this, emotional resourcefulness, this amazing quality that you have to be able to coach people, to be able to give to people, to make them feel supported. You felt like you had to give it to them. And I just sense a lot of you guys struggle with guilt, and this is part of the reason why it's kept you in this situation. So you need to let go of that. You need to let go of the guilt. You need to let go of the because it's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry, Virgo. It's like it's all in your mind. And with this Ace of Swords, this is about mentally kind of taking the chains off of you, because it's really all in your mind. The guilt is all in your mind. someone else's issues that's a full-grown adult, or even if they're a child, if that's not your child that you're legally responsible for to take care of, then their issues are their guardians to deal with. It's not yours. It's their parents, their mother, their whoever is supposed to take care of them, whoever's adopted them. If it's a child, if it's an adult, it's definitely not your issue. It's their issue. There are so many issues we each have to deal with as adults in life. And each person is responsible for theirs. And you have a lot of like mental almost abuse and ways that you beat yourself up for not helping others. And it's not your fault. None of it is your fault. So that's what's going on for you guys as far as for this situation. For a lot of you, you need to look at toxic guilt. You need to look at how to get rid of toxic guilt, and ways that you can alleviate yourself of that. If you need any help with that, then you can contact me. I have my number below, and I do have some things that you guys could do in order to assist with that. I have some Virgo in my chart, so I definitely have dealt with this as well myself, and I know how to help you with that. If you need any advice, any counseling, anything like that, I do also have my prices below, so you guys can check me out for that as well. So for part of your year, it's going to be about letting go of these relationships that no longer serve you to set yourself free. And that's what the Two of Chalices is here showing, is that you have a lot of intimate relationships on the outside, Virgo. It may look like you have a lot of people around you that care about you, but a lot of these people are here with the wrong motives. And so this year is about clearing out that old toxic energy that's been draining you for quite some time. So I'm going to move on to what else you can look forward to in your year, what's going on for you guys, and what you can look forward to. So there's a lot of major arcana coming up for you guys, and I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you'll be ending a cycle this year. So we have the High Priestess card. So if you guys need any help with clearing out this energy, I do have some things that I could show you, some energy healing work. If you're interested in that, you can contact me at the number below. I do have experience with helping people with this type of issue as far as toxic guilt, and I could definitely give you some pointers on some things that you can do for yourself, and some things that if you need like a guided meditation, ways that you can help yourself out of this old pattern, out of this old energy. So you can contact me for that. I also have my price list on my Twitter page as well, but I can give you information on my price list. You can also inbox me on YouTube, get a hold of me, and we can help you work through this so that you don't carry this energy through to the rest of the year. So I pulled a couple extra cards for you guys, and aside from this situation where you're clearing out this negative energy, so that you can, and remember, you're clearing out all of this negative energy, Virgo, so, and whoever these people are, the situation is, so that you can move in and have space to attract what you truly deserve, to make you feel fulfilled with this Queen of Chalices here, to make you feel happier in life, so that you don't feel this energy of the reverse star, of feeling like you're just not connected to what your true purpose is. And yeah, so let's see what else is going on for you guys. So we have the High Priestess reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Chariot. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are getting over maybe some choices that you made in the past 3 years that have just put you in a situation where you feel like you're going to work, you're getting things done, but it doesn't feel fulfilling to you. And maybe you chose a job that really wasn't the right fit for you, and you knew it at the time, but you felt like it would only be for a little while. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel energetically stuck in a rut. You feel like you were just not doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing in life, that's really going to make you feel happy, that's going to give you that sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. And this year is about really addressing those things. I feel like with this Chariot reversed, for a while, you guys have really been making excuses as far as to why you haven't gone after the things that you want to go through it, that you want to accomplish in life. And what you really need to do is to really look at, if my life could be exactly the way I want it to be, how would it look? And to really imagine that for yourself and begin to manifest that in your life. Because this Chariot in reverse, along with the Three of Cups and the High Priestess in reverse, is letting me know that a lot of you all aren't following the path that your higher self would like to guide you to. And part of the reason for that is that you're so stuck in settling that you're not really looking at how great your life could be if you were doing the things that you would really love to do, that your heart's desires are. And in addition to that, one of the things with this Three of Cups reversed signifies is that you need to surround yourself with people that also have high standards for themselves. So if you have one interest, Virgo, that you already know that you want to do, say it's drawing, go to a meeting, find out where, you don't even have to go anywhere. You can just go on Instagram and, link up with other artists. Look up local artists in your area. Maybe there might be an exhibit or a gallery or whatever in your area, and go. Force yourself to get out there and to socialize with people who are really of the caliber of where you want to go. Don't worry about this Fool in Reverse card. Don't worry about feeling like a beginner. Don't worry about measuring up to everyone else. This is about you achieving your dreams. This is for you. And since you need to be selfish this year, then it really doesn't matter what. So for a lot of you Virgos, this is energy that needs to change. You need to start going for what you truly deserve and what you really want in life, and really take the time out to imagine what you really want. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of imagining or dreaming about something that you feel like you might not be able to get. Because if the universe has given you that dream and that vision, then that means that it's possible. Especially with you Virgos, you already have high standards, and more than often you either achieve them or you exceed them. And so that means that you definitely have the ability to create standards for your life and achieve that. So I'm going to pull some other cards for you guys just to see what's going on here in other areas of your life for 2020. And the cards I got here also is the Seven of Swords. A lot of you have Seven of Swords energy in your life already, with people who might be talking about you behind your back, people who may not have the best motives, the best interests towards your life. And a lot of this energy is fading away in 2020. You're letting go of that energy, and you're also sensing now, you have a higher sense of self-value, Virgo, through everything that you've been through. And for a lot of you, you're intentionally like walking away from people who have this energy, who become a part of your team and then try to take more for themselves than they have for you. For people who intentionally try to take advantage of you, Virgo. And you're learning out of this situation, not only to, with the Lover's card upright, for some of you this could signify a relationship budding in the future, possibly in the spring, but this also signifies loving yourself and picking relationships that reflect that love, that reflect that positivity. So that is also in the future for you, in the near future as well. But for you guys, a lot of you are learning to love yourself. You're learning to pick relationships and connections, whether it's business wise, whether it's just social friendships, relationships. You are learning to pick relationships that reflect that. And then we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse here, and you're definitely still